think I'm in the right place. Let me know if you see me streaming in YouTube. I want to make sure you guys can see Ganesha. I feel like sometimes I'm blocking him. Can't block Ganesha. Let's see. Yeah, that's probably better right there. Sorry, Ganesha. All right. So I'm live. Just curious to see if, looks like Chris, Belly Dance Land, and Jen, and hopefully Kimberly is here as well. I know she wanted a live reading. Okay, so I think things are functioning. It didn't seem like it was, but you know. All right, so let me, I want to find a pen to write down everybody's names so I know who I'm doing readings for. So I have my list of 10. Okay, let's see here. Give me a second, ladies and gents. Where is my pen? Here it is. Okay, so we have number 1 reading for Chris. Number 2 reading for Kimberly and Jen. Okay, she doesn't have the capability to share, I guess. Okay, Jen, I'll still put you down. So we have 7 more spots. For readings. So that's cool. All right, beautifuls. Great, you can see me on YouTube, and seems like everything's broadcasting just fine from what I can tell. If there's anything that looks weird, let me know. If you are just coming into the broadcast, welcome to the luckiest day of the year, free readings with me, Chris Oster, Chris Seraphine-Oster. Yeah, I've changed my name back to Seraphine, but I still go by Seraphine-Oster because so many people know me as Chris Oster, and they're like, well, who's Chris Seraphine? And yada, yada, yada. So it's a very auspicious day. I just put my foot up on the chair and the cat's like, hey, I'm sitting here. She just attacked my foot. And she got me pretty bad last night. She scratched me right on my cleavage, my booby cleavage. It's a crazy cat. So this is a really beautiful day, and the energy, will peak probably later this afternoon for those of us on Pacific Coast, later in the afternoon for East Coast, and evening for, my friends in Europe and in other parts of the world. Chris, you just prodded peeps on Facebook one more time. Thank you. Awesome. Yeah, we'll see. Everybody that shows up who does show up is meant to show up. And yeah, so I will also give you some extra goodie reading. So I'll do some oracle cards for you, Chris. And Chris is at Belly Dance Land, by the way. Amazing, bellydanceland.com. She is also a graphic designer and web developer / amazing belly dancer, professional teacher here in Santa Barbara. So I'm just calling her out. She's amazing, very spiritual, very high vibrational and fun, and just one of my pleasure queens for sure. So Chris will pull some cards, and I'll also, I think I have your astrology info, so we'll look at your astrology a little bit. And the same with Kimberly, I'll pull cards. I'm just putting notes here so I remember, because once I start channeling and going into stuff, I can forget. So Kimberly, I will also check your astrology for sharing, and caring, and all that good stuff. Okay, who else is here? I see that there might be more than just the, what's going on with my candle? My candle's going crazy. All right. So there's a lot of energy and different astrology happening today. So I'm going to pull that up right now and take a look. And we can talk about Chris Belly Dance Land's horoscope, since she's here. There she is. So I can talk about it in general and also give her some advice. I do have 30-minute readings. I opened them up for, I think, today, tomorrow, actually not tomorrow, today and Sunday, and possibly Monday. So yeah, definitely check that out. There should be links right in the description here on YouTube. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out what else I want to see here on the beautiful Chris Basima's chart. Okay. Ooh, girl, you have a lot of stuff going on in your 12th house. A lot of stuff. What a beautiful chart. And some stuff going on in the second house too. Because Pisces and Aries both rule your second house, which is money, self-esteem, self-worth, beauty, all of that. So, you're born with your true node in this area in Pisces. So this coming week is quite big for you financially. But again, it's about, really showing up. So for Chris, for all of us, this is about showing up. We have the Sun Jupiter conjunction, showing up and being expansive. And she's got this alignment right now at pretty much at the cusp of her second house, which is, again, the house of income, money, resources, investments, but it's also the house of self-worth and self-value and how we manifest. So this is a big manifesting day for you, Chris. We also have Neptune in here, and the new moon. We just had the new moon in Pisces. So the moon is almost in Aries. Let's see. Yeah, the moon is at about 29 degrees Pisces. So it's the very last degree of Pisces and about to go into Aries. So we have a lot of stuff going on in Pisces. We have a lot of stuff going on in Capricorn. And a lot of these alignments in Capricorn are going to start to move into Aquarius. We have Jupiter. We have, at the same time of this Jupiter Sun conjunction, we also have the love making of Venus and Mars. They are traveling together in Capricorn, late degrees of Capricorn. Let's see where they are at. They are conjoined. They are making love at 28 degrees Capricorn, the very last degrees. So the 29th degree will be the very last till it moves into Aquarius. So what are you wanting to commit to? And really, again, integrating the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So if you are feminine, how are you healing that divine masculine within you? How are you also welcoming the healing of the divine masculine in your outer life through your partners, husbands, brothers, All the masculines are really in a deep healing phase right now. The masculine is quite, um, if there are men here that are really connected and associate themselves with the divine masculine, you could chime up, but I know that they're going through a phase where they might be feeling a little depressed, feeling a little lost, feeling like they're ready for the next thing, but they're healing some old things, old shame, old guilt, kind of tying up karmic loose ends. The divine masculine is doing a lot. So, when we think of the sun and we think of Jupiter, I mean, we mostly think of them in the West as masculine planets, masculine entities. So what I think is so great is I pulled cards from the oracle called The Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reed. Let me show you the first cards that came up. The Sun Dancers and the Sacred Union. I mean, totally describing what's going on today. So the Sun Dancer says joyful activity, celebration of life, abundance. So for many of you, I feel like the Sun Dancers is about being proud of something that you just completed or accomplished. So think about that thing and really celebrate. So again, Jupiter expands everything it touches, and it's expanding this sun energy, this joy, this radiance, this showing up, being visible, being true to yourself, right? So this is a collective card. I know we were just talking about Chris's chart a second ago, but this is the collective card, one of them for the day today, for this energy, the Sun Dancers. Really celebrate, really revel in your joy, do things that make you happy, gather with people that bring you joy and happiness, and light up each other, share your accomplishments, share the wealth, share it all, because it's just going to expand everything. The other card we got was the Sacred Union, which is, of course, the union between divine feminine and divine masculine. So this is always happening on an energetic level, but right now we're really seeing it reflected in the planets Venus and Mars, who are traveling together through Capricorn, and we'll be traveling together into Aquarius. So really commit to the healing of the divine masculine, especially right now. I feel like that's being highlighted. But for the divine feminine, not to say that we're ever done healing, but for the divine feminine, oh, yes, I know. My cat is just, she wants to talk to everybody. She knows I'm live. She's like, let me get, yeah, she wants to jump up here. She's so funny. I know. I love these cards too, Chris. They're absolutely gorgeous. And I feel like just really speaking to the magic of what today is about. We are really, if we look at Jupiter and the Sun conjunct and Venus and Mars conjunct, Venus and Mars in Capricorn, an earth sign, and Jupiter and the Sun in a water sign, beautiful. That's a sextile. So there is beautiful opportunity for healing, opportunity for growth and expansion in those areas. Okay. So I'm going to keep those there. And I'm calling in our beautiful archangels, first with the leader, Archangel Michael, and his twin flame, Archaea Faith. Calling in Archangel Gabriel, who's very much solar plexus, the sun, and being big, announcements, communications, and his twin flame, Archaea Hope, who came through very strongly a couple of days ago. I think it was Thursday. Well, maybe it was yesterday. Gosh, the days just are kind of blending into each other. So just take a deep breath and just whatever card comes up from this Healing with the Angels deck, knowing that it is for our highest good, for our healing, for our expansion today. Okay, so this is from Healing with the Angels Oracle Cards by Doreen Virtue. This was the original, very first Oracle deck I ever bought. I bought it in Glastonbury in 2002. I think it was 2002 when I went there in July of 2002, my very first trip. And I gave these cards to my mother. And yesterday was my mom's birthday. She is now in the heavenly realms. But whenever I use these cards, they have the beautiful energy on them. And I just love them. Okay. Let us see. We need to know. Beautiful. Okay. The first card is New Beginnings. Yes. This does feel like there's a lot of fresh energy coming in. Some of you, this is a bride, and I have a few friends in my world that have told me they're getting ready for their weddings in April and May. I feel like this is speaking to a lot about love, but also about self-love. Harmony. Again, we think of Venus and Mars conjunct, sextile, the Sun and Jupiter conjunct. I'm really feeling that, earth and water, very harmonious, very abundant, but more than that, just ease and grace in our abundance. No, over striving, just really calling out to the angels, calling out to your guides, and bringing in the energy that you need. Yay, Jen the Dreamer, you like that one. Healing is the next one. I love this. So, healing happens when we're relaxed, when we are out in nature. I know, Kitten wants to talk. She's transmitting something important, so we'll just let her keep adding to this vortex that we're creating. But the healing card to me is all about really, again, asking the angels to help, bringing in that energy of healing that is in harmony with you, with those around you, creating this space of harmony, this vortex of love and healing for yourself. And then more of it pours in and is able to be transmitted through your heart. The next card we have is Forgiveness. And yeah, I was going to stop at those three, but I picked this next card, Forgiveness. And I love this look on her face. She looks kind of disgruntled and like she doesn't trust. So who is it that you're not trusting? Who is it that you are feeling disgruntled or resentful towards? Today is a beautiful day to write down their name and say their name, send them love, forgiveness. That doesn't mean that what they did to you or towards you or what they might be still doing is right or justified. But this is about removing your energy from the negative attachment to whatever other people have done or are doing to, upset your harmony. Because it will take away from your healing. We cannot heal when we're in a state of resentment. Nature healing, absolutely. There's a lot of nature today. I'm feeling green and I've got my plants and looking outside and I see trees and the sun. So at the bottom of the angel deck here is Answered Prayer. And I love this one because my mom always told me that she's like, this card reminds me of you. It's like, so when I know that when I'm doing readings and she's saying that she's present, I feel like that's when I get this card. But, for all of us, this is for collective. I feel like she is saying your prayer's already answered. Just be in the celebration mode, relax, call out to the angels for what you need, for healing, for anything, and just be in this state of celebration and openness to this new energy that's here. Okay, so those oracles are done. So we're going to go into some tarot. So I want to look at specifically cards for the energy for today. And if you're here, let me know. And I will add you to the list for personal card readings. I still have some spots left. Yeah, vortex of healing. That's what we're creating right here, right now. And then we can take that out into nature. We could take that out in the world. We could take that into, if others of you are teaching or anything over the next few days, talking to other people, just before you even step into that room or step onto that call, whatever it is, just close your eyes and call in that vortex and say, yes, I am in this vortex. I'm sharing it. I'm carrying it around with me. It is around me, within me, all that good stuff. I'm also going to do a goddess channeling today for more healing energy. Oh, hi, Rose. Welcome. Good to see you. I will put you down for a reading when the time comes. So you're spot number 4. Okay, so what I am asking for right now is information for us about this energy and, what are we focusing on? What are we being guided to put into that vortex of energy, healing, and expanding our abundance, expanding our courage. My sweetheart we went for a beautiful hike yesterday morning, and I was like, yeah, I really want to expand abundant courage. I want to expand courage. So whatever it is you feel like you need, type it in the chat here and let's address that. Let's call out to our angels and guides, because I'm sure you're not the only one. I mean, for me, it's about, I've really up-leveled where I'm living, where I am, how I'm working. And so I have had some fears around that. I've had some, like, oh my gosh, am I going to make enough money? Am I going to be able to cover all my bills? You know what I mean? All those feelings come up whenever you're like, okay, I'm going to take a step and up-level. And sometimes it takes time for the other areas to catch up, right? So yeah, I've up-leveled my home, but the money is kind of the same as it was before I up-leveled. So I'm like, but I want to keep that same lifestyle where I can get massages when I want, where I can get my hair done whenever I want. I could take Seraphina to get her hair done whenever she wants, to get my nails, get my facials, to buy clothes and jewelry and go on little fun trips with my sweetheart, right? All of that. I want that lifestyle, but with the bigger apartment and my own space and all of this, right? So what areas do you want to feel expanded in? What areas do you want healing expansion? Rose, you just saw the email. Oh, you're welcome, my darling, beautiful Empress Queen. And Jen says being more outgoing. Okay, that's what you're asking for in your expansion today. Beautiful. Kimberly Rogers, inner peace. Beautiful. So we're adding all of this to the cards, and I'm flipping them over and getting some really great cards here. Let's see if there's any more. And Rose Morgan, I need deep reassurance from my divine in love. Okay. Really beautiful, abundant cards too. This is incredible. Okay. So I've chosen 5 cards. Interesting. I don't know how many of the angel cards I did, but I think I did 5 on the angel cards. And I have 5 of these. And then, of course, I always read the bottom because I always like to know, what am I not seeing? What do we need to know that's going on behind the scenes? So that's what I kind of use for the bottom of the deck card. Chris, I need to take that first step towards really showing up to a wider group of people, more courage and confidence and self-worth. Yeah, that goes totally in alignment with your chart too, right? I love that. Okay. The first card we have, and I'm using this really beautiful deck. It's called the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. I really love this. The Hierophant, the High Priest. I feel like this is a version also of the divine masculine. So the spiritual side, the spiritual leader, the shaman. This is, I was talking about commitment before too, and I feel like again there's this commitment to our divine masculine, and if you're the divine masculine, a commitment to your divine feminine. The fact that this card came up first, I really feel like, again, this is about grounding ourselves in a commitment. Maybe it's a commitment to, for Chris, that could be, signing up for networking groups, getting out there and just, like, I know there's this like coffee and business network with women. It's free, but I don't know anybody who's going to be there, and I have to stand up and say who I am and what I do. There are many of us who, especially after COVID, we've been a little bit, sequestered, and it feels sometimes even harder to break out of that routine of, maybe coming on, doing a live, or going out and meeting more people, whatever it is you're feeling resistant to. I feel like the divine masculine energy is also maybe holding the key to this healing vortex, this bringing in abundance for us, this manifestation. But I feel like this card is a very strong manifestation card. Yeah. Okay. The next card is the Fool. The Fool is number 0 of the major arcana. So we have 2 major arcana right off the bat. These are cards that represent very big archetypal energies, destiny kind of energies. So that we like when these cards come up as well. The Fool is all about new beginning. Remember, we had that new beginning card from the angels. So I feel like this is a similar message. And again, courage. The courage of your commitments, the courage of your convictions, the courage to just follow and trust your connection to the divine and what that guidance is, and doing it, getting on that path. It's brand new energy coming in, and it's really exciting and really strong and beautiful. And we have to have that courage to move onto that path. And sometimes that means jumping off a cliff, or stepping off into the unknown, which is what the Fool is about to do. And I always look at the Fool too as beginner's mind. I always think, oh, I have these, I already know this astrology, what this means for today, or I already know XYZ thing about business. But when you come from that mindset, you are not open to the new. You're not open to new energy. You're not open to potential blessings and miracles that are for you, because you have this preconceived little thing box happening with your ideas, with your beliefs, right? Our belief systems can definitely put us in a box. So think outside of the box. Do something new, do something that stretches you a little bit. It doesn't have to, be so out there that you feel uncomfortable, but just finding that slight edge and stepping out into the unknown, stepping out into this invisible vortex energy that is open for you right now. The Ace of Swords is next. I love this card. Aces are about beginnings, again, new, fresh energy. And, this is the air element. So we are coming into I also associate this with Archangel Michael too. I feel like, I'm seeing him in my mind's eye, like handing us each a sword of truth to just hold on to, even not like you have to go through the jungle like a machete and carve your way through the dense forest, or even go to battle, but just to know that you are protected, you are being held, you will be triumphant. And the Ace of Swords is also a lot about maybe being illuminated by a new idea. So with this fresh energy is coming new ideas, new thoughts, and also the path to communicate them and maybe there's also a new communication about something that you've been wondering about or wanting to know something about. Somebody reaches out via text or email or voice, calling you, leaving you a voicemail or something. Jen, you're excited for the new beginnings. Fantastic. If you're just getting here, I see there's some new people on. Please just leave a comment and I will add you to my list of personal one-card readings that will be coming up soon. The next card is the Three of Cups. So remember, we had the Sun Dancers. Look at this. So this is about celebration. This is about gathering with other women, gathering with other like-minded souls, women and men, being creative and being in your joy, celebrating. So this is a heightened energy. So really, when we do our channeling and we work with this energy, I'm going to go into kind of what is this ecstatic energy for us, They've got these beautiful glasses of wine and I'm just imagining that it's organic wine and each cup is this wine of ecstasy, like very Dionysian. I'm feeling very Dionysian energy, which is great because again, it helps you break out of old routines. That Dionysian like ecstasy helps you break out of old ruts. So yeah, welcome in this fresh new energy. And the final card I pulled is the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune does represent the planet Jupiter, change, cycles, new, again, completing the old. So we have a new cycle or can jump onto that new cycle. And for me, you can definitely, I love to do like I sage or use my incense to clear and cleanse energy and to invite in the sweetness or whatever, essential oil or scent aromatherapy that I'm using in the incense to really bring in that sacred, fresh energy. So I would do that today. You can use Palo Santo, you can use sweetgrass, you can use sage. I'm going to also sprinkle a little cinnamon on my candles because it makes these little sparks. It's really pretty. And cinnamon is used in a lot of love, luck, and money spells. Cinnamon is great. I made a coffee like with chocolate and a little bit of chai extract. And then I foamed up my almond milk and sprinkled some cinnamon as I thought of my intentions for today and the areas I want to expand and draw more luck and abundance and money. So I was sprinkling that, and just the smell of the cinnamon, it's divine, right? There's so many tools and so many amazing ways to create little spells of practical magic, but we still need to go out. We still need to connect with the divine, get our guidance, commit to that guidance, and then step out on that path of the unknown, right? We can't just sprinkle cinnamon everywhere. We actually have to do something, right? And it doesn't have to be anything major. It could be something simple, just showing the universe, showing the guides that you are here, you are ready, right? Yeah, I used to love to put, when I had a fireplace in the place in Ojai, I did so many rituals. I'd have candles on the hearth, and then I would gather like beautiful big branches of rosemary, and I would bundle it up, and maybe add some seawater to that, and add some, just doing beautiful things. And then I would take that big branch of rosemary and sweep the energy around the house, just clean and cleanse. And yeah, you could put, like I said, ocean water, and then kind of sprinkle it around and on yourself. You could take the rosemary and brush yourself with it. And then I would put it in the fire and just let all of that old energy release. And then I would take some cinnamon and sprinkle that, and put bay leaves, and let the smoke, again, just let it clear everything out. And also, helps you, again, move your intentions to that place of non-resistance, detachment, right? That's a big step whenever we're doing any kind of magic spells. So the bottom of our deck is the Nine of Pentacles. What a beautiful underlying kind of, not secret energy, but maybe one that you haven't seen. And this is basically saying you are this empress, this goddess of the earth. Visualize this. See her. She's surrounded by money, and she's got this beautiful falcon. This is about luxury. This is about a great card for anything entrepreneurial, about being a abundant empress goddess in your own right, in your business, in your life, and enjoying the fruits of your labor, and being able to relax, take some vacations, whatever it is, taking a day to go to the beach or to spend time in the forest or nature. Nine of Pentacles is such a beautiful, again, confirmation that we are on the right path. Pentacles is the earth realm. Whatever it is, it's already manifested. It's already done. Now you just need to go and embody this, and just walk through the world embodying that energy, right? And that's going to feel good. Scrumptious. I love that, Rose. I love that word. Okay. So I'm just checking to see if I missed anything or anyone. Okay. I'm going to put these cards back because I'm going to be using these cards to do your reading. So I'm going to probably do a little bit of a shuffle thing in a moment. Okay. We are going to pull an oracle from the Divine Feminine Oracle by Megan Watterson. And my intention with this is to call in this goddess, and let's channel her energy together. Because I know everybody here who's here, you guys are all super powerful. You are amazing channels of the Divine Feminine, and the divine masculine. And I really want us to put our magic together. I mean, when we're gathered like this, right, there is so much energy. Asking for the energy and the presence of the divine feminine in the face that she wishes to work with us today. Yay, I'm so excited. So I've been doing a lot of work with Tantra. We got Lalita, the red goddess. She is one of the main goddesses in the Tantric tradition. I'm learning actually one of her dances and chants from my beautiful teacher, Daniela Riva, who you should all check out. Get her handle on Instagram. But yeah, send me a message if you want her information. She teaches over Zoom. And she also offers beautiful classes to embody the divine feminine. Lalita, the red goddess, playfulness is a spiritual power. Laughter leads me back to the light. Yeah, so when we're in our pleasure and our joy, I mean, that's why, I think of Lalita as the pleasure queen, and I'm developing a new course called Pleasure Queen, and it's starting off actually as a mastermind. So what I'm going to be doing is every week and possibly multiple times a week coming live and creating the content for the Pleasure Queen program / course. And so I'm going to be offering a beta pricing for that. So if you're interested in becoming a Pleasure Queen and taking that ride with me, get in touch or post in the comments below and let me know, and I'll send you the information. But we're going to do the group actually activities in Discord. I'm trying to move more and more off of Facebook. So I'm not going to really be doing just for the classes that I already have, like Rose Morgana's in a class called the Priestess Prosperity Coven, which is open. You could totally enroll in that. It's an amazing group of women, powerful. And it's led by Demi, who is from the UK. A lot of you know her. She came to Ojai a couple of years ago and did some dance workshops. And, we've been partnered up to do retreats in Glastonbury and all kinds of stuff. She's amazing, amazing, amazing channel of the priestess, and if you want to learn how to be a priestess, come join that group. It is amazing. And it's for women, entrepreneurial women, okay, specifically. So what I love about Lalita is, she's shown with, that golden bow and arrows. So like even in her dance, there is a section where we have, we do the Shiva Lingam, and then we have this called, I think it's called Katakamuka. And we go like this, and we were pulling back to shoot the arrow. So we think of Lalita as this goddess of love and sexuality, and really the bridge between the erotic and the spiritual. Okay. So I'm going to call her in, and we'll do a channeling with the goddess Lalita. So just get comfortable wherever you are, and you can lie down if you want, or sit with your, either your feet on the floor, or if you're not in a chair, with your legs crossed, trying to keep your spine straight and in alignment, whether you're sitting or lying down. I'm calling in, go ahead and close your eyes. I'm calling in the beautiful energy of goddess Lalita, the pleasure queen, the epitome, the model of all pleasure queens, that I am, I'm creating this beautiful new program for my women based on what has already come through from her to me about tantric ecstasy, about tantric integration. And obviously, it's not just about sex, right? We know that this is about life force energy and how to really generate more of it, flow it into our own bodies for our own, not only our own pleasure, but our own health and radiance and strength and resilience. And also for healing with our divine feminine and masculine within us and in the world around us. Lalita Tripura Sundari, the beauty of the three worlds, we call to you. We ask you to come forward with your beautiful power. This power that shakes up everything within us, that shakes up the world. This power that is the power of alchemy, the power of creation, the power of transmutation from one state into another. So Lalita is saying, yes, we are the pleasure queens. We are here for a purpose. And each of you is here as an expression of spirit embodied in earth. And her message to us is all about being embodied, not just being in our heads, and really loving the shittiest, dirtiest, naughtiest, most unexpressed and most unacceptable parts of ourselves. We have to be in radical self-acceptance right now and really look at our shit. Look at what's in the shadow, because there is the fertility, there is the compost, so we can grow and expand and flower and blossom from that place. But without this radical self-acceptance, it will not work. She says nothing's going to work without it. And I have to say I would agree with that. So she is all around you right now, and begin to feel in your womb space, that lower abdominal part of your energy system and your body connected. Feel that filling up with life force energy. And you might feel kind of horny or tingly or sexually excited, whatever you want to call it, or just uplifted. Taking lots of deep breaths, literally bringing the breath into the lower abdomen. And in, Isis Egyptian sex magic, this is called the Sekhem, the life force. So we're building up Sekhem in this area of Kundalini, right? The Kundalini is the serpent goddess, that serpent energy. So breathing and feeling that energy building. You can put your hands on your lower abdomen and just focus on that area as you breathe, and that will just automatically bring the Sekhem, the life force energy, to build in this area. Where our attention goes, the energy flows. And Lolita's colors are this beautiful red, gold, fuchsia, pink mix. So visualize that color mixing in with your Sikhem, with your life force energy. Beautiful. Now I want you to see it flowing up your spine. So you inhale, build the energy, and you exhale, you flow it up the spine all the way up into the base of your skull, all the way into your brain, the inside of your head, that brain cavity, and see it spreading on the right and left sides, right and left hemispheres of the brain. So it looks like this beautiful red fuchsia gold cobra coming up the spine, up into your head and spreading out like its hood, spreading over your right and left hemispheres of your brain. And you'll start to feel some tingling in that area, and maybe even in your crown chakra, and maybe even up your spine. So let's do another inhale, building the Sikhem. And on the exhale, move the energy up your spine, all the way up to the base of your skull, up into your head, and opening out over the left and right sides of the brain like the hood of a cobra. Just spend some time now focusing on how this energy feels up in your head for a moment. Letting it calm and cleanse the mind, and also excite the mind, awaken the pineal. The pineal is the divine masculine. That's the Shiva that's waiting to be awakened by the energy of Shakti, the serpent. Pineal is right in the center of the left and right hemispheres of the brain. It looks like a tiny little, like teeny little acorn slash pine cone sitting right there. See it lit up, see it vibrating, coming alive with this beautiful energy of Shakti, Kundalini, Lalita. Taking these few more deep breaths, focusing on your head and the energy on the right and left hemispheres of the brain, and the energy awakening the pineal, awakening the meditating Shiva within you, the divine masculine. Knowing they are in perfect union, doing this beautiful dance. Now on your next exhale, see the energy retreating back down your spine, out of your head, down into the lower pelvis and into the Muladhara chakra, the base chakra. And see this like a beautiful, almost like a little colorful, sparkling rose bud, right? Or a lotus that's closed, and containing that energy, holding that energy, knowing it's going to continue to generate every time you think about it, every time you send energy and send your breath down here. You are building that life force in the base of your spine and in your lower sacral chakra area, the lower abdomen. Giving thanks to Lalita for her beautiful energy. And if she has any messages for you, commune with her right now for a minute. Just take some nice deep breaths and listen. Listen to what she has to tell you. Okay, taking that beautiful knowledge into every part of your body, inviting Lalita into your body as she appears to you as this beautiful mist of magenta, gold, and red. Just see her like just covering your aura all around your body, inviting her into your heart, into your womb, into your head, into your arms, and just feel her energy dancing through you. It's very joyful and awakening, beautiful, erotic energy. It's perfect energy for today and to go through the next few days with this energy. So that is our divine feminine goddess channeling. I do also have some one-on-one coaching spaces open. I have a 4-month opening for one-on-one coaching for Goddess Illuminated, and also a 12-month coaching open. So if you're interested, again, let me know, and I'll give you all the information. We can chat about it. Okay, if there's anybody else here and you have not put a comment below, do so now, because I'm about to start the personal one-on-one little, or well, not one-on-one, one card readings, okay? And I'm going to shuffle the beautiful golden Art Nouveau tarot. I'm going to be using these. So right now I have Chris, Kimberly, Jen, and Rose Morgana. And we are going to see what the guides want you to know in particular to your questions and your situation. Rose, incredible. You enjoyed that. Wonderful. I'm so happy. Kimberly, thank you. You are welcome. Thank you for being here. Okay, Chris, so this is your oracle card coming up first. Beautiful energy. Yeah, I know, Chris. It's amazing. And Rose Morgana, I could drink your knowledge forever. Oh, likewise, Rose Morgana is creating amazing, amazing, amazing stuff. So you all are. So if any of you have, websites you want to share right now, put them in the comments so people can find you. I mean, this is, again, the sun, Jupiter being visible, showing up, because this is our tribe. And people can drink from your knowledge and your beauty and your expertise as well. Let's share, that's so important right now. A lot of people have a tendency to want to be like, oh, I don't want to promote other people too much or share other people's stuff. And there's enough for everybody. There is no limit. Right? So let's share the wealth. Let's share each other's good energy and vibe. Okay, Chris, here is your card. Ooh, the 6 of Swords. So moving away from difficulty to more harmony, smoother seas. Things are going to feel easier. This could also be about planning a trip. And maybe this is something it's kind of in the works. But I also feel like for you that on this headspace that you've been in, that things kind of felt hard. Things felt like they were maybe taking longer than they should, whatever it is. You are moving out of that mindset into something where you're feeling more expansive, feeling more open, and like the hard shit is behind you. Like you can move forward now. Okay. Kimberly says the energy shift today is beautiful. Colleen is watching with us and wants a reading as well. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know why I'm not seeing Colleen's comments. But thank you for letting me know. I will add her to the list. Okay, so Chris, I already did your astrology earlier, so I'm going to move to Kimberly. So Kimberly, here is your card for today. Let's see what your guidance is. I think this one wants to come out. Beautiful. The Six of Wands. The Six of Wands, Kimberly, is about public recognition and appreciation for your gifts. It's right. Lips started feeling really chapped. I might need to stop and get some water, something to drink in a minute. But really beautiful card. So again, expect the best, expect success, expect that you are going to achieve something that will be publicly recognized. This is a beautiful, beautiful affirmation and confirmation for you. And Kimberly, I want to also, since you were so generous and shared about this broadcast today on Facebook, I wanted to give you a little something extra. So I'm going to read your transits for today. I just need to pull up your chart here. Okay. So Kimberly, you have a lot of stuff. You have this beautiful Venus, Mars conjunction happening in your 10th house, which is the house of career. Really beautiful energy for you. So let's see here. Pluto is only 1 degree away. So, we could also think of this as also, Pluto conjunct Venus and Mars. But Venus and Mars, the cosmic lovers are conjoined in your 10th house. So where is the divine masculine for you? Where is, especially in regards to career, fame, status, there is something here for you about really going in and meditating and calling to your divine masculine within and asking him to show up in the outer world to help you in your career, to give you the strength, to give you the confidence, to also give you the contacts that you need right now. So really for you, calling to the divine masculine is an important part of your work today. And so the Sun and Jupiter conjunct energy is in your 12th house. So there's a lot of expansion that's happening below the surface. So I feel like you want this to be showing up in your outer world. And that has everything to do with the level of really believing in yourself, the level of clearing out any old obstacles, old energy, old negative stuck energy. You definitely need to move that out. So when we're 12th house, it's healing, clearing energy, and really, again, staying connected to that divine source. I'm feeling a lot of meditation for you, and going to the water, because we have this all happening in the sign of Pisces, which is a water sign, which this is a trine for you because you are actually, no, it's not. You're not a Cancer sun. You're a Leo sun. But you do have in your 10th house is Capricorn. So you do have a sextile happening here. So there is this opportunity of fame, expansion, and status in your career. That opportunity is really going to come through spirit. It's really going to come through this integration of divine feminine and masculine for you. Okay. Let's see if I see anything else, Kimberly. Let's see here. Saturn and Mercury are pretty close together as well, like 1 degree apart. So we can consider that kind of almost conjunct energy. So, if you've been feeling like you really want to connect in your soul tribe in a group, I feel like there is something here for you around your dreams and how you want to put your work out into the world, and especially that humanitarian aspect of you, the part of you that works with, the ocean conservancy and all of that, and animals and being concerned about animals and that love you have for nature. All of that it's time to commit to how to communicate that into a larger group, or helping a larger group communicate that out to the world, so you can, that would be part of this work, right? So that's what I'm seeing in your chart. Beautiful. So it was an honor to read for you today. So exciting. You're welcome, Chris. Okay, so the next card pull is for Jen the Dreamer. Okay, let's see what comes up for Jen. What is the guidance for Jen in this energy today? Beautiful, the Star card. This is a time of healing and a time to shine and be radiant. There is very deep healing for you right now, Jen. And they want you to know that your wishes and dreams are coming to fruition. It's all within you. It's just keep believing in it, keep the faith. And they're saying there's so much that you're not seeing. So really clear your energy, clear your spaces, so that you can see the miracles that are waiting to be just really tapped into, because there's so much more potential for you than what you are tapping into. And a lot of that is because the energy is blocked. I feel like the energy is a little bit dense. The energy is a little bit heavy. So maybe that means, go to the ocean, run around like a kid at the seashore, maybe look for shells and sea glass, kind of engage your imagination and that childlike, playful aspect of yourself. Maybe even, you could even go, I love when we went to that little creek and river over at Wheeler Gorge, that even a river where you're like just looking for magical stones, like really look for the magic in the world is what I'm hearing them say, and in nature. All right, Jen. And the next card will be for Rose Morgana. Let's see, for Rose, what is the guidance for today? Oh, beautiful. Okay, Rose, this just flew out. You got the 10 of Cups. So I feel like this is good fortune after a very difficult time. And, 10 is like the culmination of a cycle, the end of a cycle, as you're just about to begin a new cycle. So, again, I feel like for you to clear energy, it's not necessarily about like what we traditionally think of as clearing and releasing. For you, it's about the celebration. It's about the recognition of your deliverance out of difficulty. I know what your personal struggles are. So, because we've worked so closely together recently. And I feel like, this is you and your divine masculine, the kids, the family, but I also feel like this wider community energy around you, of support. There's so much support for you right now. So just keep tapping into that support, drinking from the well of that support. Your team on the spirit realm, your teams on the earth here, there's a lot of energy here to help you keep rising, right? And overcoming difficulties, overcoming any obstacles, overcoming the physical obstacles too. I feel like that I just love this rainbow. Just again, the magic that you bring, that you share with others. Drink from other people's magic as well, or continue to do that, and be in your joy. Whatever makes you feel happy and joyful, and that pleasure queen that you are, just do that. And not, you don't have to be super concerned about, I have to burn things and release things. I feel like it might be a little different for you, a different process. So whatever that process comes through as, however you channel that, follow that guidance, because you are so magical. Okay, Colleen. Yeah, let's pull a card for Colleen. Beautiful energies today, ladies. And if there's any gentlemen here, so loving this energy through this group today. It's just absolutely sublime and healing for me. It just feels like everything's been flowing so easily. I'm watching the little monitor change from sometimes yellow to green. So I'm hoping that means that in general, this has been a good broadcast. Rose says, that's what you've been feeling. You can't wait to tell me. Thank you. Oh, good. Good. I'm glad. Colleen, you got the death card, the transformation card. I love this. The card of Scorpio and Pluto. This card is telling you to surrender. Just let everything go. Trust in the higher purpose of everything that's happening around you. Even if something feels like it's crumbling, things feel like they're not coming out the way you thought they were going to come out. Just know that spirit has your back. You are being guided to just show up, and I think that's kind of how you've always seemed to me, how you show up in the world. You just show up and you go where you're being guided to go. So there's nothing to change. There's no thing that needs to be changed or done differently. It's just continuing to surrender. And as this rebuilding of your life and your career happen, just if the twists and turns come along, just go with it. Don't resist things. That's what they're telling me, through this card. Do not resist. The tech gods are on our side today. It's been great. Good to hear, Chris. Yeah, thank you for confirming that for me. Yeah, I feel like we definitely have seeded some serious magic, and our vortexes are full of beautiful things, and I'm holding you all. So Colleen, just to wrap up, I feel like this is a beautiful affirmation of the change that you're going through and this death and rebirth process that you're going through, and to trust it. Don't second guess anything. So we've been going about an hour and 15 minutes. So I'm going to jump off and let you move through your day with this magical energy that we've generated together as a community. And I'm so grateful for each of you. I'm sending you so much love. Just revel in this energy. Remember, I'm going to show us the first two cards that came up from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, the Sun Dancers and the Sacred Union. It's here. It's now. Anything else I want to say? Yeah, I do have half-hour readings for astrology and tarot/oracle readings. Um, I believe there's times open today and not tomorrow. I'm taking all of tomorrow off pretty much. And then Sunday, there's some open time. So if you want a half hour, I believe the links are down below in the description. And if you don't see them or need help or want to ask me any questions, also post in there and I'm happy to send you the info for everything. Okay. Amazing, my beautiful, magical, awesome friends on YouTube. Go out there and enjoy the energy. Keep spreading the love. The meditation rocked your world. Okay, Rose Morgana, that's great to hear. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing a lot with Lalita in the Pleasure Queen course. Like I said, I'm going to do a beta version where I'm going to be creating a lot of the material like on the fly and sending it to be transcribed. So the first run of the program, there are a few, I don't know, there's probably more than a few. There's probably like 12 to 16 modules already in PDF format. But I wanted this kind of holographic sort of universe in this Pleasure Queen program I'm creating. And then we're also going to be in Discord. I'm not going to do a Facebook group. I'm wanting to just move off of Facebook. I don't know if some of you have said you felt the same, like, let's find ways to build community on other platforms. Cause Facebook/Meta, it's all, yeah, we'll see what happens in the future, but I'm not feeling Facebook as much anymore. So I don't know why. I'm just following the guidance, right? We each have to follow what we know is right and true for us. Have an amazing weekend, everybody. Mwah. See you soon.